Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Adroit Dojo podcast. I am your host, Amari. Today we're talking about dance and how it's beneficial to the martial artist or someone who is interested in beginning martial arts. And this one is going to be a little bit more sciencey, digging into my personal training. So first, I'm going to explain the American Council on Exercises Integrated Fitness Model. And the current rendition is broken down into three categories. There's stability and mobility, which is rank 1 or phase 1, and that covers things like core conditioning, posture stability, kinetic chain mobility. And then phase 2 is movement efficiency, where you actually start getting into the exercises you're more accustomed to seeing, such as push-ups, sit-ups. And this one focuses on that, building up core strength, fundamental strength for all your primal pattern movements, core conditioning, and coordination. Phase 3 would be your load and performance. So we're talking endurance, speed, strength, power, agility, whatever aspects of fitness you need to perform. Why do I bring this up? Simple. Dance hits a lot of those, especially in the core stability. So starting back with phase 1, we have cardiorespiratory. Have you ever danced for an hour? Yeah, it's a good workout. Then it also helps with balance, core conditioning, as I've mentioned several times, flexibility, kinetic chain mobility, and posture stability. It helps with all of that. And then phase 2, it helps again with the cardio, hand-eye coordination, body coordination, and movement efficiency. And then phase 3 helps with majority of this even. So it helps with endurance, it helps with speed. Some forms of dancing helps with strength. It helps with agility, reactivity, speed, explosiveness. So it's crazy. Dance hits so many aspects of physical fitness and ACE's training parameters. It's crazy. It's great. I wish more people would recommend dancing. Now, let's go over some of the mental parameters that dancing also helps with. That helps with rhythm. Cool thing about dancing is you're going with music, so you can go with different songs, different tempos, so you can really work on your movement speed and being able to change up how fast, how slow you go. It helps with your timing. You're trying to be in step with the rhythm and the beat. Next up, with the dances with a partner, it helps you not only sync with your partner so you're moving in a flow, it helps give you a sense of distance or spacing with your partner. And that definitely translates well into martial arts with sparring, combat. You get a much better understanding of how well you can reach out and whether they're in range or not. Dancing also helps with spatial awareness and kinesthetic awareness. Because dancing, you need to know what's around you. Are you going to stumble into another dancing group? Or are you going to stumble onto a couch? And then kinesthetic awareness, just like martial arts, you have to be very mindful of what your body's doing and where it is. So dancing, as you see, has a ton of benefits. And it's really good for strengthening up the feet and getting your body used to moving. And a lot of the dancing styles, especially the pop ones, are very good at linear movement. So it helps with the martial artists in that regard too. And there are some dances that will benefit the grappler as well. So we have capoeira, we have breakdancing, the Slavic squat dance, where you see them squatting down and then kicking a leg out. That'll develop your lower body power and strength. And then some forms of jazz, contemporary, and interpretive dancing would be good for the grappler. It all depends on how low to the ground they are and how they're interacting with the ground, of course. So, to wrap things up, dancing should definitely not interfere with your martial art training. That always comes first. However, dancing definitely helps and can give you a cardio break if you want to do something else for a little bit, mix things up. And finally, I suggest one start with swing dancing, such as the Charleston. It's a very good, fast-paced dance. It has kicks in it. It has moving back and forth. So it's a good dance to get started with, and then you can move on to others that have more lateral, twisting, and rotating movements. So hopefully you understand just how great dance is and how you can integrate it and why you should integrate it into your fitness routine, especially for those who may not have started martial arts and you're thinking, hey, what can I do to get physically ready? I really do think dance is one of the most important ones. It'll strengthen up your feet, your movement, and it'll get that cardio going for the full body movement. So I hope this helps. Now get out there and dance. And this has been Amari with the Adroit Dojo podcast.